A rare event today. AMC stock actually went up. We haven't been seeing this happen for Fridays. So to see this take place today, especially on Friday the 13th, where I think a lot of people that are superstitious would think like, oh, we're going to have more bad luck just because of everything before. Well, guess what? This disproved it. And, I understand some people are not superstitious, and obviously that's one of the big reasons why we're seeing this move up. Maybe it was bad luck today for the hedge funds because there's actually some good news that came out with this as well. So I'm going to keep this video very nice and short and sweet and to the point. I'm trying to make my videos much shorter and much more to the point. So if you guys have been watching my videos, thank you guys for being here. If you're new, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button. Definitely helps us out with the YouTube search algorithm. And feel free to share this video on social media if you think other people would find this to be helpful as well. We are pushing towards 10,000 subscribers, and I appreciate all of you guys for being here. Look at the price action for the day. AMC did go up 1.21%. In the aftermarket, it is slightly down, but overall, the fact that it's holding above $30 for the week is absolutely beautiful. This was a critical base level because we were seeing previous level resistance with this prior to when it went and shot up all the way to that right around $75 range, right? It stopped right around here at $72.47 or so. So holding above that has been very critical. We're seeing institutions doubling down. The sentiment on social media is still very strong. Over on the news, when there's guests that are brought on board, for example, for Fox Business, then things are still good. But you have other media outlets like, for example, the Motley Fool, which are constantly trying to trash on AMC. Why? Well, it's very suspicious, right? Anyways, we've talked about all that other stuff before. We're going to focus on other things today. And taking a look at the Stonko tracker here, according to it says that there are 700,000 shares available to borrow. This number is up from the previous around 300,000 to 400,000 shares we've been seeing recently. The ETF shares numbers has actually dropped down. Previously, it was over 3 million ETF shares available. Now it's under 3 million. Looking also further down here, we can actually see that the dark pool percentage for yesterday was 67.2%. So it has gone up. I'm still waiting to see what the official report is for today, but 67.2%. So up from 62.2%. The previous day before that was 61.4%. It's insane. Once again, that we're seeing 6 out of every 10, 7 out of every 10, in some instances down here, as you guys can see, of every trade going across the dark pool. And the dark pool's position still negative 84 million shares there, position negative $3 billion. And as far as for algorithms go, like this is something that's not permitted over in China, and it's surprising that it's still being allowed over here in the United States. And like, if you're questioning whether or not it's actually happening or not, this is a screenshot somebody shared. And if you're on Webull, you guys can go take a look at the order books and you see the same kind of stuff too. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Just 100, 100, 100, 400, 100, 100. Like, that's not a regular person that's putting in these orders at all these different kinds of prices. It's just very, very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. I mean, you can see one of these that has a number 2 on it. And so with these new policies that are being rolled out soon, these new regulations, Citadel has written a letter. And this is what their letter says. Reconsidering the interdealer exemption from uncleared initial margin rules. While the CFTC and prudential regulators have applied initial margin requirements to interdealer uncleared OTC derivatives transactions, the Commission provided an exemption to this important segment of the security-based swaps market. This means that a dealer regulated by the Commission is not required to post or collect initial margin for uncleared security-based swaps entered into with another dealer. Exempting the interdealer portion of the security-based swaps market from uncleared initial margin requirements undermines the regulatory objectives of mitigating systemic risk and promoting central clearing. The CFTC and prudential regulators specifically concluded that in order to effectively mitigate systemic risk, it was necessary to apply initial margin requirements to uncleared interdealer transactions, and the Commission's final margin rule does not adequately explain how it reached a different conclusion. In addition, data shows that voluntary clearing rates increased for interdealer transactions following the implementation of uncleared initial margin requirements by other regulators. In contrast, data also shows that bilateral trading is less costly than central clearing if there is an available exemption from uncleared initial margin requirements. As a result, the Commission's interdealer exemption can be expected to create a disincentive to centrally clear. In light of the above, we recommend that the Commission reconsider the exemption from initial margin requirements for uncleared interdealer security-based swap transactions. OTC derivatives recommendation number 5. The Commission should reconsider the exemption from initial margin requirements for uncleared inter-dealer security-based swaps transactions. I think a lot of people will agree. Screw you. I'm sorry. But if they actually say, you know what, we're going to go ahead and side with Citadel on this one, people are going to be really pissed. People are going to be extremely pissed. So we'll have to see how they respond to that. But as far as it is right now, it looks like it's still going to go through. And sorry, Citadel. Not sorry. I'm not sorry. Starting September 1st, margin call volume will increase. According to the DTCC, the pressure to cover is only increasing. This is posted by EIN Foshman or something like that over on AMC Stocks subreddit. During his opening remarks, DTC's I did not mean to have that zoom in there like that. During his opening remarks, DTCC's Bob Stewart, Executive Director, Product Management for Institutional Trade Processing, discussed the impact of Phase 5 of uncleared margin rules for over-the-counter derivatives, which kicks in on September 1st. This year, there will be an upsurge in the volume of margin calls and an increase in the need for third-party custodians to safe keep collateral. As a result, UMR will likely require many buy-side firms to make significant changes to their existing collateral management processes. That is really good news. I'm liking that. And then also posted over here on the Twitter side, we all know that AMC is going to be added to the MSCI Equity Index on August 31st. There are rumors that this will entail a buying of a huge block of 25 million shares of AMC around that date, so we could see a spike in its price then. So guys, you've got like August 24th with this NSCC 2021's 010, I think, if I remember correctly. So that is going to be absolutely amazing if that gets enforced here very soon. We've got also August 31st here with the MSCI. We've got also September 1st in regards to what's going on over here with the DTCC and talks about the over-the-counter derivatives. So this is a very exciting time right now. There's a lot of things that are rolling out. We're seeing utilization for that of AMC stock nearing 100%. I believe today it's around 92%. I'm sorry, I don't have that information up at the moment here, but it's right around 91, 92% or so. And the theory is that if we hit 100% utilization, that they're going to do a forced share recall. You got a lot of people that are borrowing these shares, outrageous amounts, by the way. We're talking in excess of over 10 million shares that are being borrowed. And so you got to be able to make sure that these margins can be paid. And these things that are getting borrowed, they should be recalled. Make sure that we all have appropriately the amount of shares that actually are supposed to exist. And making sure that there's no synthetic shares or naked shorts. So 100% utilization will probably be the final catalyst, if I had to take a guess, to prove that there are, without a doubt, that there's more shares that exist than what there should be, right? I think that could be, but we'll have to wait and see. This is just my own theory. It's my own opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I encourage you guys to do your own research on this stuff, and I appreciate all you guys for being here. So I do have referral links if you want to get free cryptocurrency or free stock. Go ahead and take a look in the description there, guys. It's free money for you. Don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up, like button, and feel free to share the video. Let us know in the comments what you guys think about all this stuff that's going on here, especially what do you guys think about the Citadel situation, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.